All right, this is a quick tutorial on how to use Strife Drafter. So for SPL, all SPL matches use a drafting system, which you can read about in the rules. It's very simple. But most of the teams just go to StrifeProLeague.org. So you can go to www.StrifeProLeague.org, and this is the website that'll pop up. It might ask you for a username. Put in a username, and you'll be ready to go. So both you and your opponent, make sure you're on Strife Drafter. Usually whoever creates the lobby in Strife, which is the home team, will also come and create the Strife Drafter lobby as well. So to do that, you go ahead and hit create a room. You give it a name, team A versus team B, game one, however you want to call it. None of these options right here are enabled, so you don't have to worry about them. Go ahead and create it. And here is the lobby. There's only 2 seats. It's either you're going to be Glory or you're going to be Valor. You sit down in your correct seat, wait for the other team to come in and sit down in their correct seat, and then you can begin. Obviously, Glory always bans first, and then Valor will ban second. And if you read the rules, it'll tell you banning order and drafting order, which StrifeDrafter.com follows. So in here, we'll get a ban. And now we're done. Now we're waiting for Valor to ban. We can always switch over here if we were Valor and see our bans. And then you get 1 pick, and then there's 2 picks. And, it goes back and forth with the picks until everybody has been chosen for a full roster. And then last pick there. One thing I will say, depending on your connection, don't try and use Strife Drafter very quickly. You can see I was clicking very quickly through some of these picks. Try not to do that. Sometimes the heroes slide over on you depending on where you pick from, and you might pick up a second pick, and there's no chat here in Strife Drafter, so the other team might not know that you got an accidental pick. It's not a good thing when it happens. So just make sure you take your time, select 1 pick, wait sure that goes on your roster and everything slides over, and then make your next pick. We do ask, though, that you don't spend all day drafting. Try and draft as quick as possible. We will be putting in time limits around drafting at some point in the near future. So just prepare yourself for it now. Don't spend 20 minutes drafting 5 heroes. There's not that many heroes. Shouldn't take your team 20 minutes to draft. So that's all we ask is try and get drafting moving along. No one wants to play the drafting game. They want to get in and just play some Strife, right? So try and keep drafting going. But that's it. That's how you draft. That's your team. Make sure that what you do draft, that those are the heroes you pick when you go into game. Otherwise, you need to remake your game and make sure everyone picks the correct heroes. Your bans are important. Remember your bans. You'll have to report those later in a video that we'll be showing next. But that's it. Thank you.